Coach Carms. Welcome into Chamberlain, my man. This is Chamberlain High School. This is a brand new gymnasium from our last time here in this town. We were downtown at the Armory when the boys had a SoDak16 matchup against Dakota Tech. But tonight, it's the girls' turn. SoDak16 Class A girls style. We are matching up in the middle of the state with St. Thomas More out of Rapid City, kind of a midway point for everybody. It's a nice gym. It's loud in here. We've got Cossack crazies all over us here, well represented from the Sioux Valley side. The Volga, Bruce, Sinai communities coming together and getting on the road today.
Wow, what a place. Brand new gym here, just a couple years old. And yeah, you walk in here and it's, man, it's really a really nice facility. And of course, you've got not only this region game, SoDak16 game, there's also one after us here. So that should be kind of interesting in itself.
Yeah, we'll have to clear out of here pretty quick once we pack up and move on, because there is West Central and Mobridge Pollock in this gymnasium once we're done here. This is a 5:30 start tonight for our Sioux Valley girls. Everyone's kind of been on the road all afternoon. We've got terrible towels out here. Everyone's in navy. I don't have a basketball shirt, so I'm wearing a football thing here. But it's navy, so I'm doing the colors. It's navy and gold day, gold towels, navy shirts. And there's our buzzer on the scoreboard. Girls will take the floor and be ready to go here in SoDak16 action. Sioux Valley, the higher seed here tonight. Sioux Valley gets the 4 seed in the SoDak16 rankings. The St. Thomas More Cavaliers, the 13 seed.
Yes.
Now this is a storied St. Thomas More squad. They have a state title, I think, from 3 years ago. That was Reese Ross, who went on to take on a career at the University of Utah, the Utes, that has gone through a transition from Pac-12 to now Big Ten. Reese Ross is playing in... Maybe it's not Big Ten. She might be in the Big 12. I'm not sure where Utah went to, but they're not in the Pac-12 anymore. She's been part of that transition. Reese Ross, a star on this Cavaliers team just a few years ago.
So St. Thomas More has been a factor in high school athletics in South Dakota now for quite a while, a couple decades here at least. They're always very competitive. They're always well coached. And whether it's girls basketball, football, boys basketball, whatever it is, they're right up there in it, especially out west River. But they're always a factor here at this time of year. And
they'll be a factor again tonight. This is a good Cavaliers squad. We're going to brag up our Cossack squad here in a little bit, but this St. Thomas More team, they like to pressure. They like to get steals in the backcourt. They like to get transition buckets. And as soon as you get tired of the 5 that are on the court, they'll bring in another 5. They have a lot of depth on this squad. Now, it's not the biggest squad that we've ever seen, so that's probably a good thing and an advantage on our side. When we match up with teams that are bigger than we are, it's been a problem, not only this year but last year. But that said, we just took out a Clark Willow Lake team by 20-some points in a region final. They had 3 6-footers on that squad.
Yeah, I know. It's no time here now not to play your best. I mean, you got to be at the peak of your game. St. Thomas More is 16-5 coming in here. The Cossacks are 20-2. So there's not much room for error. You've got to be ready to go and have your game plan all set. And you got to play well to advance now, because this is for all the marbles. This is to get to the state tournament.
It is, Coach Carms. Now, we did this 1 year ago, almost to the day. A matchup in Madison last season against the Miller Rustlers in that SoDak16. Turned out to be a very good game for our Sioux Valley Cossacks. They forced the Miller Rustlers into a very tough shooting day. Almost held them scoreless in that second quarter a year ago. I don't know if that'll be a repeat performance today. I mean, I sure welcome it if that does happen. But the St. Thomas More is going to want to run, and I feel if they want to run tonight, that's an advantage for Sioux Valley, because we have a team that likes to do the run, flow, disrupt. Running, certainly part of that. We've got a trio of guards that can keep up with anybody.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And like I said, it's going to be interesting here between the two styles of the two different teams, and exactly what each team is going to focus on when they're playing the other. So it's always a chess match, And pretty soon, within just a few minutes, we're going to find out right here.
We are going to find out, Coach Carms. Find out one way or another, right? That's the deal. The SoDak16, it's fun to say. It's fun to be a part of. You get to be a part of a neutral court against a very quality team in South Dakota. These are the last 16 teams that are available in Class A. I'll repeat, SoDak16, it's fun. It's an experience. It's fun to say. It's fun to be a part of.
It always is, yes.
But it's a stepping stone, Coach Carms. There's still a bigger tournament after this.
There's a bigger place to go.
As Coach Granum and I have talked about, even on Monday night's coaches show, winning is hard to do, okay? The fact that our Sioux Valley Cossacks have 20 wins on their season, I mean, that's great, but this is an opportunity here. This is W night here. It's fun to say SoDak16, but there is a bigger goal, and that's next week in Watertown.
You know, and like I said, I mean, you know, of course, we've had playoffs now for a while, but whether you've won 20 games or 10 or 5 or whatever it is, you know, right now everybody's the same. It's all 0-0. You're playing one game now to get to the state tournament, and that's what you need to focus on. That's the only thing that counts. And if you don't do that, you go home.
Yeah, it is that scenario. It's win or go home type of status here in Chamberlain. How was your drive today, Carms? Did you enjoy the drive? Did you see some birds out there? Anything migrating through? What'd you find out on the drive?
Really didn't see a whole lot of birds migrating. I don't know if you scared them away earlier or what the deal was, but
I must have.
But it was just a really nice drive. Of course, it's a little bit longer maybe than some people may want, but it's always fun to come out here, even though you know, not everybody can always make it out here either. So we're here for you tonight. If you can't make it, come on here to the Sols Media, and we will keep you informed and on the ball here now.
We're going to try anyway.
SoDak16.
We are certainly going to try, Coach Carms, to keep everyone informed. We do have internets. We're on the Chamberlain Wi-Fi. We just hope that it stays. We hope it doesn't get too choppy on us. They gave us our own little password, so that's something. We are certainly going to try to do our best tonight. This is SoDak16 night across South Dakota. So Class A going at it tonight. Class B also going at it tonight. Do you want to go through some of the other matchups in Class A?
In Class A, yeah. And this is in Madison High School tonight. They start at 5:30, the same time we do here. Number 3, Lennox, is going to be playing Miller. Lennox is 18-3, Miller 17-5. So there's a couple scores. Number 1 ranked Mapia-Luta. Red Cloud here now. Of course, they're undefeated. They will play McCook Central Montrose, and that is at Todd County High School. Number 5, Sioux Falls Christian. They will be playing Groton also now. That's one of those doubleheaders at Madison High School. So that's Sioux Falls Christian and Groton. West Central and Mobridge Pollock will be playing each other later tonight right here after this game here between Sioux Valley and St. Thomas More. Wagner and Del Rapids. Wagner's ranked number 4. They play Dells here. That game's at Irene Wakanda tonight. And, of course, we've got a Hamlin team here that plays Sisseton tonight at the Watertown Civic Arena at 7 p.m. And then the last game here for the SoDak16, number 10, Rapid City Christian and Lakota Tech play each other now at Wall High School at 7 p.m. tonight.
You know, I've never been to Wall High School. I have driven by it. They have a beautiful football field out there. You know, artificial turf and everything, the field turf. It's a gorgeous facility out there. Speaking of those Wall Eagles, talk about a good boys squad, good girls squad in Wall. Oh, yeah. Seems like they kind of play for state tournament berths all the time as well. So I think Wall is in the Class B. You're going to have to move over to Class B, but we'll figure that out. Probably at halftime, we'll get updates on as much as we can. Now, this is the first game of a doubleheader tonight, so even when we go to that halftime show and start looking for updates, we might be the 1 or 2 games going at an early slate. There's not a lot of doubleheaders out there, but there are a few. So we won't have a lot of updates as far as the action goes tonight, but we'll see what our Sioux Valley Cossacks can do. You can see them right there on the floor. We are in the home whites as the higher seed tonight. The Cavaliers are going to be rocking their road blacks tonight. You can kind of see them in some powder blue warm-ups out there. Those are the Cavaliers right there. They'll be in the road blacks tonight. So, that was Rebecca Trickstead handing out the gold towels. We got gold towels all over the place. The student section is to our bottom and to our right. Well represented by the student body, man.
Yes.
Covering that whole section on that first row down there. Should be a lot of fun. St. Thomas More for those guys today. This is a 4:30 start as far as the home time in Rapid City. So I feel like the fans that they have are here. I don't feel like there's this huge rush trying to get in the door. But we'll see what the rest of the Cavalier fans do. What you see there in the far side of the court, that's it. So everyone else kind of tuning in. And hopefully you guys are tuning in as well back home in the Volga, Sinai, Bruce area. And then wherever else fans and family might be, maybe a little farther out. We've got Nebraska people. We've got Utah people have joined on. I think we had friends out on the East Coast that have joined on to Centelicast. So wherever you are, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Coach Carms and I will try to entertain as best we can tonight live from Chamberlain. There's about 5 minutes left on our pregame. I'm going to thank a couple of sponsors, and then, I don't know, can you find Class B on that thing? Maybe we'll go through that quickly.
Absolutely.
Our exclusive presenter for everything that we do here on Saul's Media, Bankstar Financial, with locations in Volga, Brookings, and Elkton. Bankstar provides big-time business with a small-town feel. Looking to finance a home? Need a car loan? How's your retirement plan looking? Stop in today to chat with the local professionals. Bank on the bright side. Bankstar Financial. What do you want to say there, Coach Carms?
Be a star with your money, man.
Be a star with Bankstar, a proud sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics and these Saul's Media broadcasts. You can see some of the sponsors in the corner of the screen. We'll go through the rest of them as we roll through this evening. Big shout out to Buster Vincent, who joined on for another 12 months today.
He's right down
Buster's
there, about the second
Auto
row.
Brokers wants to be a part of these broadcasts. If you have a business and want to be a part of these broadcasts as well, reach out. Find me on the sidelines. Send me an email. Text me. Do whatever you can. Let's make your business a part of these broadcasts as well. Part of exciting action like this tonight. Coach Carms, this is a SoDak16, man.
This is for all the marbles to clean things up and head to the state tournament.
Winner of this goes to a state tournament. We'll see how the seeding plays out for either of these teams. But the reward tonight is a spot in the state tournament in Watertown starting next Thursday. We'll see how it goes, Coach Carms.
It's coming, and hey, the job's right ahead of you. You got to get out there and be your best, be at your best, do your best, and hopefully that's enough.
Hopefully it is enough. We do have the trio of guards out there. We're going to talk about them here in our starting lineups here in about a minute. But the trio of guards, now this is a very personal and biased opinion. I just feel like our guards are better than their guards. And I feel like we can say that on a nightly basis. If it comes down to in the paint, then you're dealing with Skylar Knutson in the paint, a 6-footer, a junior. And then you're dealing with Kaylee Craddock, who is a junior as well at 5'11", who can do everything on that basketball floor. She's already a USD commit. You get to pick your poison. You want to take one thing away, then there's 4 other people on that court that can score at any moment.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of talent. There's some young girls coming off the bench that really do a good job, but I think one of the biggest things that's happened to the Cossacks now just in this last 3-4 weeks is that Talia Vincent's kind of a little bit over that foot injury now.
Seems like it.
And so she's kind of firing along here on all cylinders. And if you get Talia Vincent firing along with all cylinders, along with Liberty Trickstead and Amari Ward and all the others here, I mean, who the heck do you guard?
That's just it. If you want to take one of them away, you are certainly more than welcome to try, but there are 4 other people that you have to guard at all moments. If you leave someone open, you are going to get destroyed by 3-pointers tonight, and that's the deal.
Yeah, fairly healthy Vincent now, just really kind of makes things, made the Cossacks just a little bit more rounded here now this last part of the season.
Starters tonight brought to us by CC's Bar and Grill, downtown Volga. Amazing Chislik burgers, chicken and more. Good friends, good food, good times. Thank you, CC's, for being a part of everything we do here, and our host on Monday nights for the Sioux Valley Coaches Show. Starting tonight for the St. Thomas More Cavaliers, number 2, Enna Henry. She's a 5'4" senior guard. Number 13, Amity Strand, a 5'4" senior guard. Number 21, Bryn Donnelly, a 5'6" junior guard. Number 22, Leighton Shear, a 6' junior forward. And number 23, Rachel Hyde, a 5'9" senior forward. They are head coached by Brandon Candelin, a legend. Not only in South Dakota, but out there in St. Thomas More too, man. A lot of state titles in that man's pocket already. And they have high hopes. Starting for our Sioux Valley Cossacks before we send this to the floor, number 10, Talia Vinson, a 5'6" senior guard. Number 12, LT Liberty Trigstad, a 5'6" junior guard. Number 21, Mars Amari Ward, a 5'6" senior guard. Number 24, Sky, a Skylar Knutson, the 6' junior center. And number 32, the USD commit, Kaylee Craddock, a 5'11" junior guard. Head coach Jamie Granham, assistant coaches Brooke Mather and Leah Hope and Carly Granham. We're going to send this down to the floor. We're going to do starting lineups down there. A Star Spangled Banner tonight. Are you ready, Coach Carms?
It's coming really fast, man.
Don't go anywhere, Cossack Crazies.
Right here.
SoDak16 action coming up next.
Welcome our friends from Sioux Valley and St. Thomas More for tonight's SoDak16 girls basketball matchup featuring the Sioux Valley Cossacks and St. Thomas More Lady Cavs. The schools participating in this event are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association who have adopted the rules in which the games are conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this activity's success. The Activities Association appreciates your recognition of the values being taught at this educational event. Now let's meet the St. Thomas More cheerleaders. Adeline Small, Carlos Sears, Molly Merberg, Violet Rush, Evelyn Knobs, Ariel Knobs, Gabby Burris, Laura Vigo, and their coach is Tracy Stanford. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Lady Cavs. Starting the forward, 5'9" senior, number 23, Rachel Hyde. At a forward, 6' junior, number 22, Leighton Shear. At a guard, 5'6" junior, number 21, Bryn Donnelly. At a guard, 5'4" senior, number 13, Amity Strand. And at a guard, 5'4" senior, number 2, Enna Henry. Lady Cavs are coached by assistant coaches Bill Bradell and Jason Henry, and head coach Brandon Candelin. And now the starting lineup for the Sioux Valley Cossacks. Starting at center, 6' junior, number 24, Skylar Knudsen. At a guard, 5'11" junior, number 32, Kaylee Craddock. At a guard, 5'6" junior, number 12, Liberty Trigstad. At a guard, 5'6" senior, number 21, Amari Ward. And at a guard, 5'6" senior, number 10, Talia Vinson. The Cossacks are coached by assistant coaches Brooke Mather, Leah Hope, and Carly Granham, and head coach Jamie Granham. Your officials for tonight's game are Josh Kemp, Tate Schoenfelder, and Ted Bader. These officials are licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and hired by the state with the mutual agreement of the schools participating in this event. A reminder that after tonight's game, that only team personnel are allowed on the floor immediately following the game. At the conclusion of the game, we will hand out awards, and then team members and fans will transition to our multi-purpose room to allow our next game to begin. Thank you for your cooperation. At this time, we ask you to stand and move your caps as we pay honor to America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be performed by the Chamberlain High School Tremor Choir under the direction of Ivory Denho.
Carms.
Hey, hey.
We kind of cut off their big finish there, but we thought they were done, so that's the deal.
but great job though, fantastic job.
It was. Wonderful rendition. SoDak16 action about to fire up here. Sioux Valley in the home whites. The St. Thomas More Cavaliers in the road blacks. Jumping for our Cossacks. That'll be Kaylee Craddock, number 32. Jumping for the St. Thomas More Cavaliers. That will be number 22. That is Leighton Shear. She is their 6-footer. The biggest girl in their lineup.
And the Cossack crazies are just about crazy.
I would imagine that we can hear them here in the background.
Oh, yes.
They are very noisy to our right. And on our bottom over there, it is underway. St. Thomas More will control the first tip. The first possession brought to us by Bell Brands.
Cossacks are in the man.
Mini Baby Bells, the Snack Cheesy champions. Man-to-man defense to start. Craddock with good defense there in the low block. St. Thomas More goes around the arc. There's a shot, and it's off the front of the iron. Talia Vincent gets a rebound to start us.
We keep pushing the ball there. That's a good sign. Oh, yes.
And a double dribble. LT just a little bit.
She wanted to pitch that thing ahead to the corner, but she just couldn't decide whether or not it was a good idea or not. But there's our first turnover.
So Sioux Valley on defense once again. St. Thomas More, they'll try an 18-foot jump shot, long rebound. LT runs that down. Up to Kaylee Craddock. Around the arc, it is St. Thomas More. They are in a man-to-man defense as well. Mars will drive in. That's Talia Vincent. That defense is way too far away from Talia. She will turn and fire that at some point. LT looking for Craddock. Finds her in the corner. Go around the arc. 14 on the shot clock. LT fakes the 3. Mars will try it from the extended elbow. It rattled out. Defense is going to belong to St. Thomas More. That was a good box out on Skylar Knutson. She did get a hand on it, just couldn't control it.
You notice here the St. Thomas More has number 22 Leighton Shear on Liberty Trigstead, if you notice that on a man-to-man. So there's a big and little there.
Yeah, we will see if that holds off. Shear's going to get that around the arc. That's 13. That is Strand. Trying to go across the paint. Knocked away by Sioux Valley. Cavaliers will throw it in from their baseline. See what kind of plan that St. Thomas More comes up with here. Skylar Knutson and Shear going at it on the low block. Referee trying to calm them down a little. Didn't work. St. Thomas More will get that into Shear. She'll try the jumper from 10 feet. Our first points of the night belong to the Cavaliers. Sioux Valley around the arc. Good defense at the top of that. Tregstead will try a three. Front of the iron, long rebound, run down by the Cavaliers. Cavaliers on the move. That's Shearer. She'll try another 10-footer. That's the side of the arm. And out. It's a good offensive board. The putback rolls out. Kaylee Craddock, her first board. And she'll run the floor.
Keep pushing.
Down to the left block. Double teamed. Knocked out. St. Thomas More gets that out of there. No call on the reach. Playoff basketball is just going to be a little bit more handsy, and that's St. Thomas More with a 3-ball. Craddock is trying to control that and be knocked out by Rachel Hyde and belong to Sioux Valley. 5:46 left to go here in the first.
Lots and lots of action going on here now. So Sioux Valley, the ball's a little bit sticky here in this first couple possessions. They need to get that ball moving and get that defense moving with it.
Sioux Valley just there we go. Skylar Knutson down the right side.
Just like that.
She is the wild card. If we can get buckets out of Skylar Knutson, this can be a fun night in the paint.
Nobody told her.
A strong screen there. Mars peels herself off the floor. St. Thomas More couldn't take care of took advantage of the man advantage. We get it to the top of the key. Reset up there. Strand guarded by Amari Ward now. Go around the arc. That's Henry right there.
Job
Vincent on the defense. Good move there. Talia Vincent does a good job of getting back to that.
There's the
Strand,
shot.
3-ball way off the mark. Kaylee Craddock stumbles on a rebound, and she will get it to Mars somehow. Just lost her footing while she was turning around. Kaylee Craddock got footing on that. Down the three. Kaylee Craddock.
Well, that's the way to open things up.
5-2 now, our new score. And that'll be a block. Are we calling Mars on that?
Yes.
We are. All right. So Mars trying to fight through that screen at the near half court. She's going to be called for the push. For Mars, that's her first. That's her first foul of the game. Macy Top coming on. That'll be Skylar Knutson taking a breather. Macy Top's been great off the bench all season long. Look for her to start shooting threes as well.
Ooh, nice defense
Craddock,
there.
good job to get a hand on that. The jumper off the mark. And
Boarded.
Macy Top's right there. That should be a foul. It is, yeah. Not a tie-up. That was a reach from over Macy Top's shoulders. And that'll be number 22. That is Sure getting her first personal. How you doing? Doing good? All right, thank you. Talia Vincent across the timeline. Craddock on the elbow. Talia Vincent, defense balls off of her. She'll fire that up off the side of the iron. Macy Top with the board, and she's pushed to the floor. Another foul by the Cavaliers. This one is going to be on Rachel Hyde. Second team foul for St. Thomas More. Sioux Valley's going to throw this in from their baseline. Macy Top will find Tregstead right block. She's trying to get it to the rim. She'll try a fadeaway off the back of the iron, and it comes out of there. Cavaliers the other way now. Get that back out to the top of the key. That is Henry, guarded by Talia Vincent. Strand on the elbow, looking into the paint. Can't get it there. They throw it around. That's Rachel Hyde. Back to Henry.
Sioux Valley's ball pressure at the
Mars
moment
gets
is
that out of
good.
there. St. Thomas More runs down the loose ball. There's a cutter to the basket, and it rolls out. Offensive board, second try. And it'll be Leighton Shear that connects on the putback. 5-4, our new score. Mars alone in the corner. 3-ball, back of the iron. Cavaliers with the rebound. They'll take it the other way. You're noticing Amari Ward kind of face guarding Amity Strand, number 13 out there. Even off of that rebound, Mars was in her face. Baseline to baseline. Talia Vincent, good defense there. That is Bryn Donnelly. Gets that over to Henry. She'll think about the three. Strand now 11 on their shot clock. Trying to find some open space. Throws that around. Donnelly on the extended elbow. Tregstead gets that out of there. Loose ball run down, and it's going to be LT with a reach with 3 on the shot clock. Just a bit aggressive trying to go after that loose ball.
Yes.
So LT is going to get her first here in the first quarter.
Some pretty solid defense so far by the Cossacks, Lady Cossacks.
Cavaliers throw that in from in front of the Sioux Valley bench, running out of time. Oh, they did get a fresh 35, didn't they? Sorry about that. That's off the side of the iron, out, and it'll be LT that runs down that rebound finally. Gets it up to Kaylee Craddock. Sioux Valley's on the move. Cross court, Mars. LT, top of the key, looking for Craddock. Find her at about 15 feet away. She'll run across the paint. Macy Top's got an open look. Yeah! Macy Top! We predicted it. Look for her to start shooting threes tonight. That's her first. 8-4, our new score here in the first quarter. 2:24 left to go. Mars with the defense. That's against Amity Strand at the top of the key. Trying to find some space. Get it to Shear. They go across the court. That's Henry. She'll drive against Talia Vincent. It rattles around and comes out of there. Kaylee Craddock with the rebound. She'll run it the other way. Craddock now gets that over to Mars. She's got the open look from the elbow.
Bingo!
And knocks it down. The third three of the first quarter. (11-4) now. Number 10, that is Ella Scherber. She'll get it up to Shear. An air ball, top of the key. And that'll go out of bounds. Sioux Valley's going to take over. Miley Keating coming in. Amari Ward, fresh off of her first triple. She'll take a breather. Working hard on defense. We're going to need her fresh legs out there.
The Cossacks are making St. Thomas More know that she didn't hit the rim. Very nicely, of course.
Very nicely, as the kids often do. There's Miley Keating in the paint trying to get that in there, and it's just knocked out by a couple of sets of hands. She was kind of fading away. She was leaning against defenders, and then they moved backwards on her. So Cavaliers now, top of the key. That's Caitlin Strain. She's a sophomore.
Good solid defense.
Go around to the
so
right
far.
LT, another board. Good box out there. Gets it over to Kaylee Craddock. Sioux Valley trying to move. That's good defense there. That's a reach in, not called there. We're not going to get those calls tonight. Craddock all the way down to the right block. I think we've got a travel. No, they are going to call a foul there.
Yeah.
I saw an extra hop. I didn't know what he was going to call. So Kaylee Craddock on the drive down the right side. She'll draw a foul.
1 minute, 2 seconds left here. It's 11-4, Sioux Valley.
Sioux Valley throwing it in from their baseline. Macy Top will throw it to the top of the key. That's Trigstead, the safety valve, off of that inbounds play. Miley Keating now. Craddock, she'll get it to the elbow. Double team coming. Triple team now, and they force that out of there. That was 4 sets of hands getting that out. Cavaliers on the move. Off the side of the iron, it's an offensive board. That comes out, and it's going to go the way of Sioux Valley. The Cavaliers knocked it out.
We got a little bit lucky there, I would think, but...
Number 10, that is Ella Scherber. I think she was expecting contact, so it layup didn't go. The follow had no contact to it. It just didn't drop. Talia Vincent now. Good defense by the Cavaliers. Kaylee Craddock on the elbow. Macy Top gives up the open look. Trigstead looking for Craddock in the paint. Decides on Talia Vincent. They go over to Trigstead. She'll fire up the three. Back of the iron. Miley Keating, a second try. She tries to get to the other block, but it's good defense in the paint. They are collapsing in the paint now. Cavaliers are. Don't need a fresh 35. There's only 16 seconds left in the quarter, so Sioux Valley will go for the final shot here. Still 30 feet away from the rim. 10 seconds left now. Down to 8. Talia Vincent, top of the key. Craddock, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Talia Vincent's got to shoot it way back deep. Miley Keating! I think she ran out of time. I don't think that was going to count either way. And that's how our first quarter is going to end. It's 11-4. We expected physicality. We're getting that for sure, Coach Carnes.
Yep, definitely. And, like I said, the big game like this is always going to start out a little bit erratic maybe, but the Cossacks did get some pretty good flow at times. They pushed the ball down the floor and hit a couple of their big signature threes, and that's the difference right now.
First quarter is going to be brought to us by GP Auto, taking care of all your car repair needs, oil changes, engine repair, tire replacement. Grant and Friends will get you back on the road. Amari Ward's got 3 points. Skylar Knutson a bucket in the paint. She's got 2. Kaylee Craddock a triple, and Macy Top a triple. And that's how we get to it. You got it all figured out there? Yeah, and then just hit save.
The Cossacks here, ladies, are really doing
you go to period 2.
Good job defensively, but especially defensive rebounding here now for the Lady Cossacks has been really, really good here now this first quarter.
Good rebounding, too. Did you just say that?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was fixing our scoreboard.
No,
great rebounding. I mean, even I think Trigstad's got 3
That's
rebounds
the best
there.
part of it so far.
Kaylee
Yes.
Craddock's got tough boards on the defensive side of things. We just saw Miley Keating get an offensive board there. 2 of them officially, just the last one she ran out of time.
Yes. So defense has been solid, and the defensive rebounding overall has been very good so far.
First possession of the second quarter is going to belong to Sioux Valley. Brought to us by Bell Brands, makers of the Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese of champions.
St.
Mars
Thomas
back in now.
More
Macy Top, she's going to drive baseline.
is in a
cut
zone.
Off. We'll go around the arc against this zone. Trigstead now. Is it really a
Is
zone?
that or maybe
it's
just
a
a big? I think it's just a matchup.
Matchup zone,
It's
maybe?
switching
Yeah, there you
man.
go.
It's a switching man. Yeah.
Mars on the drive. She's going to be pushed. So another call on the Cavaliers. That is number 10, Ella Scherber, and she will get her first. So Talia Vincent will throw it in right underneath us here at the near court.
So the Cavaliers have thrown a little different defensive look here, see if they can get the Cossacks out of their rhythm here now offensively.
There's Talia Vincent all alone. That is dangerous.
And not that way.
And that's why the assassin is an absolute killer from deep. No defense on her. That ball's going in.
Yeah, that's you better guard her. That just goes without saying.
I'm sure that was in their prep all week long.
Oh, yes.
You cannot lose Talia Vincent.
It's
They
always-
did there, and it cost them 3 points.
It's always easier said than done. But
Cavaliers going around the arc. There's a
really
cutter
good
in the
solid
paint.
defense so far by Sioux Valley.
Strand with the air ball.
Another-
Kaylee Craddock gets that. Stolen away from Craddock's hands. Now a streaker down the paint. That is number 10. Scherber, they get it back out to the arc.
Nice job by
Donnelly
the Cossacks.
uses an elbow to
Nice
create
job
some
by the
space.
Cossacks.
There's a 3-ball back of the iron. That's Amari
There
Ward
we
with
go.
a rebound.
Push it.
Quickly up the floor.
Keep doing that.
Cross court, that's Trigstead. She'll fake the 3, drive baseline, cut off on that. Double
Keep
team.
doing
Talia
that.
Vincent again. Side of the iron. Macy Top
Yes.
is going to be called for the push on the offensive board. Yeah. Just came in from the near corner here and just too obvious of a push. That time.
Yes, and she was actually pretty much in the right spot. You want to be a little more in front maybe, but this is kind of a normal thing to do is kind of get her out of your way and try to get that rebound, but it's good effort there, fantastic effort.
Further evidence of our effort to get rebounds tonight, though. I mean, it's not our big girls in there. I mean, Kaylee Craddock does have boards, but these are guards out here.
Oh, yeah.
5'6", 5'7", all of them, and they all have a few rebounds now. Cavaliers the other way. That's in the corner. Henry, go around the arc. That's number 21, Donnelly. She'll drive in against Macy Top. Get it down to about 10 feet. Too hard off the
Rebound here
backboard.
now.
Kaylee Craddock runs down the board. She's looking for defenders. There's one right there. Making sure no one was coming from behind her to knock that out of there. Amari Ward, Macy Top, that's an open look. She decides against it, and we're going to reset it. Head coach Jamie Granham gives him a set. Now we'll run it. Trigstead in the corner, 18 on the shot clock. Macy Top tried to play a high-low right there, didn't get it to Craddock. Trigstead will try the 3 instead and knock it down! Another 3-ball for this Sioux Valley squad.
A little surprised St. Thomas More hasn't called a timeout yet.
17-4 our score here. Well, 5:20 left to go in the second. First couple possessions, it was some tough shooting, but since then, Sioux Valley has taken off, man. Cavaliers not matching that intensity on their offensive end. That's a good drive. Drawing a foul. That is number 13, Amity Strand. She's a 5'4" senior guard.
It's on lib.
Number 12 for the Cossacks, Liberty Trigstead.
Trigstead getting her second.
Must be her second.
Also the second team foul for Sioux Valley here in the quarter. Strand on the foul line. She'll get 2 shots out of this. Knocks down the first. That's their first point in a while. They've been sitting at 4 points for a long time.
5 points halfway through the second quarter. The SoDak16 game is not going to win you too many.
And that
good
second
board.
free throw bounces out. Kaylee Craddock, another rebound. I should be keeping track of those. Trigstead now. Extended elbow. Back up to Craddock. Go around the arc. Ward. Trigstead now. She'll get it to the elbow. Cut off there. Good defense by the Cavaliers. Mars will drive in from the wing. Cross court. Craddock. Talia Vincent all by herself.
There.
Knock it down again. The assassin is a killer out there.
Bingo.
Her second 3 of the night. 20-5.
Still no timeout.
Cavaliers the other way now. That's a cross-court pass. Crawford now in for the Cavaliers. That's off the mark.
Vincent the rebound.
Some cold shooting by St. Thomas More. Sioux Valley's taking advantage of it. Built up a 15-point lead here midway through the second. Trigstead trying to get down to the low block. Gets there. Gets her defender off the floor, but can't connect on the jumper. Good job of making a fake there and getting her defender off the floor. Just didn't take advantage of it. There's a 3-ball try. That's off the side of the iron. Craddock, another board. I think she's got like 5 of them now.
Yes.
Sioux Valley, cross court there. Macy Top had to jump up to get that. Secures it over to Talia Vincent. New defender on Talia. That is Allison Crawford. She is a sophomore. Mars gets that over to Trigstead. No, 3-ball, and it's in and good! There's your timeout. The head coach, Brandon Candlin, finally takes it at 23-5.
Yes, again, great set. The Cossacks are moving the ball here now pretty well. They haven't really had a real clean, open, fast break attempt, but they're just they're kind of getting their people down there in a kind of a semi-fast break before the defense really sets up, and that's giving them some nice shots.
For Sioux Valley, that is now their 7th three-pointer as a team. Talia's got 2. Trigstead now has 2. Mars, Kaylee Craddock, and Macy Top all have 1. This timeout's brought to us by Back Alley Meats, a fantastic butcher shop in downtown Volga. They now serve lunches in there, Coach Carnes.
Mm-hmm.
Get on there in the lunch hours, but forever what you need, man, as far as brats and burgers and steaks and ribeyes and pulled pork and pork chops and chicken breasts. They've got some desserts in there. They've got, some buns and some spices. They got everything in there, man. It's a fantastic butcher shop. Get down there and take care of your family with Back Alley Meats, a fantastic sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics and the Sauls Media broadcasts. It's been fun so far, Coach Carnes.
Oh, wow, yes. And like you said, it's 23-5. I'm still a little surprised it took them this long to call the first timeout.
Sioux Valley now coming out in the 2-1-2
That's
zone
a little
defense.
different look now.
They do like to trap at the top of this, so we'll see if that happens here. Mars forces that pass a little farther out. The throw into the paint. Stolen away, Kaylee Craddock. Now they got numbers, 3-on-2. Craddock, Trigstead fakes it. Talia Vincent for 3. It rolled out. Everything but the bottom. Cavaliers on the move now. They'll try a 3-ball of their own. That's the front of the iron, and it was saved from out of bounds. Strand will hit a jumper over Kaylee Craddock from 10 feet. I don't know how they saved that. The throw up to Trigstead. That is knocked out by Enna Henry, the senior guard for the Cavaliers. Sioux Valley's going to keep it.
St. Thomas More has picked up the defensive intensity and pressure here now. They're really getting after and trying to deny that first pass. So we'll see how the Cossacks react.
The throw in from the Cavalier bench. Talia Vincent, top of the key, looking for a teammate now.
Here come help.
Kaylee Craddock comes to get it. It's physical defense. Craddock's going to get all the way down to about 5 feet, double teamed, and a reach in is going to be called. She was cut off on a spin there, and it was a reach that did it.
Emily Crawford, she is a 7th grader. 5'9", 7th grader.
Yes, she is. 5'9". The inbounds there. Craddock controls that. Trigstead now gets the elbow. Mars, she'll drive to the elbow herself. Kick it back out to Macy Top, trying to get to the low block, but it's good defense by the Cavaliers, not letting anyone get down there. So instead,
Bingo!
Mars will knock it down from the outside. Mars, you're out of this world. Another 3-ball for Sioux Valley. This is a big lead now, Coach Carnes.
Yes. Sure, this is not how St. Thomas More wanted to start.
They throw it into Leighton Shear. She connects from the low block. Sioux Valley quickly up the floor, though. Mars will drive baseline, and it's going to be one too many steps before the dribble. And it'll be a travel that's called. Miley Keating coming back in. Macy Top will take a breather. 26-9, Coach Carnes. 2:11 left to go here in the first half.
If you wanted to plan out and say, hey, Sioux Valley, we're going to be ahead 26-9 with 2 minutes left in the first half, I say, all right.
Yeah, I'm all for it. It's unexpected, but I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Cavaliers now around the arc, trying to get it in the paint into Donnelly. She made some space. They're going to drive it around it instead, and on the drive, Caitlin Strain's going to head to the line. The foul, I think, maybe on 12. Liberty Trickstead's going to get her third. She may have to sit a little bit here. Caitlin Strain knocks down the first one. This is a 5'5" sophomore guard. Trigstead to the bench. That is Macy Top back in there. LT is probably going to sit the rest of the first half for their 3 personals. Strain will make them both. Sioux Valley now the other way, 26-11. 1:50 left to go here in the second. Cossacks go around the arc. Talia Vincent top of the key. Trying to create some space there. Dribble around, get it to Keating on the elbow. She's been great at that drive. Look at that. Wow, what a take, Miley Keating.
Give me that left hand.
She is fearless on those drives, man. That is fun to watch. Cavaliers the other way now. They'll dribble up from the corner.
Cossacks are back in man-to-man. Here now, getting pretty good pressure on the ball, which is really
knocked away by Amari Ward. Talk about pressure. There it is. Stolen away by Mars. Cross court. Macy Top. Mars will make the fake. Create some space. Macy Top will drive in now down the right block. Good take. Macy Top beats the defender to the low block. Lays it in. Macy Top's got 5 tonight. 30-11 our score, Coach Garms.
Yes. We've got under a minute here now, about 45 seconds left. There's a nice pass.
That's a good pass across the paint.
Yes.
Sioux Valley just lost an offensive player there for a second. Keating trying to drive in again. Macy Top gets that instead, top of the key. 31 seconds left to go in the second. 24 on the shot clock, so we do have to beat that by about 5 seconds. Playing catch around the top of the key here. Mars. Craddock now. 12 on the shot clock. We're getting a timeout by head coach Jamie Granum. With 13 on the shot clock, 17.8 on the game clock here in the second quarter. Jamie Granum wants to put together a plan here. This will give us a chance to thank Precision Risk Management. That's our sponsor of the second quarter. We'll talk about our halftime show here in a little bit. That's brought to us by Health Source Chiropractic. This timeout's going to be brought to us by Vivid Beauty, Coach Carms.
Oh, yes.
Mackenzie and
Beauty
Michaela.
yourself up. Beautify.
They want to put streaks in your hair. They do.
Hey.
We're going to make you navy and gold on the top for this playoff run. Vivid Beauty, Mackenzie and Michaela. Unapologetically you, unmistakably vivid. Go to vividbeautysd.com. Prom season is right around the corner. Set up your appointment right now with Mackenzie and Michaela. Mackenzie is a 2013 Sioux Valley grad. She wanted to be a part of these broadcasts.
I haven't been to prom for a couple of years at least.
You're more of a chaperone at prom now, Coach Carms. I mean, unless you can find a date. You got some things in the works, do you?
I don't know about that either. So we'll have to find out here.
We'll color your hair first. Who knows what'll happen. 7 on the shot clock. 10 on the game clock now. Craddock trying to get in there, has to regain control. 2 on the shot clock. Vincent's got to throw that up there, and it was blocked. Shot clock violation.
To take the ball out of bounds. Yep.
Shot clock violation stops the fast break from happening. Cavaliers will have to throw it in from the baseline. 2.7 seconds left.
4.5. They added a little bit onto it. I figured they would.
4.5 seconds now here for the Cavaliers.
Now don't foul here now, Cossacks.
Don't foul. Don't
foul. Don't do that.
Right there. Yep. Just aggressive with her reach in.
Don't do that.
They have fouls to give, so it's not going to be free throws, but that's a costly one on Mars.
That's her third.
I got her at 2.
2, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that changes down. Yep.
So 2.6 now. They're going to let that fly. No foul on that, right? Mars did get hands on that. St. Thomas More wanted the foul, didn't get it. And that's how the first half's going to end. So it's 30-13.
What a first half.
These stats going to be brought to us by Precision Risk Management. Dave Squires and friends. Let me find my sheet here. I got everything in my hands here and then no table. Redefining the delivery of crop insurance to the American farmer, leveraging modern farming technology, Precision Risk Management, a proud sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics and the Sauls Media broadcasts. We mentioned three-pointers, Coach Carms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them in the first half, and they're spread out from everybody. Talia's got 2 of them. She's got 6.
Great balance.
LT's got 2 of them. She has 6. Amari Ward, she has 2 of them. She's got 6. Skylar Knutson, 2 points early. Kaylee Craddock hit a 3 in that first quarter. She's got 3. Macy Top, a great drive, gets her up to 5 points in her night. Mila Keating, a difference maker with that left hand. Once again, she's got 2 points at the half. 30-13, our score.
The only other score now we have, other than this score of 30-13, is Lennox leads Miller now. This game's at Madison High School. Lennox 35, Miller 16. That's the only other score going on here in now Class A. In Class B, this game's at the Huron Arena. Corsica Stickney 19, Wabash Summit 15. That's the end of the first half, 19-15.
Okay.
And this other games here at Mitchell, number 4 Parkston 18, DeSmet 14. There's just before halftime there, so that's 18. Oh, that was 18-16. So it's Parkston 18, DeSmet 16, just before the half.
Those are live updates right there.
Those are live updates going on right now.
It's been a fun one here in Chamberlain so far. Seems like the internet is holding, so we do have a quality broadcast as far as I can tell. I'm not getting any text. That's also good. That's usually bad news that we're getting texts up here, but we're holding steady. It's been fun, man. We've talked about this team. They like to run. We've been able to do that so far in this first half. I think they made a point to be rebounders tonight, as even the guards are getting involved with that and getting some of those offensive boards, defensive boards. Kaylee Craddock, I think she's got 5 of them herself.
Oh, yes. Overall, Sioux Valley's defense has been solid throughout the first half. Of course, they've only given up the 13 points. But, of course, a good defense doesn't end until you get the ball back. So the defense and the rebounding has been, I thought the rebounding was exceptional compared to some of our other matchups and things.
Yeah.
I thought our rebounding has been the big factor tonight.
Cavaliers trying to play aggressive defense, but they have left Talia Vincent alone on the arc a couple times. She's taken advantage of that. They've left Amari Ward open a few times.
Not a good idea.
Taken advantage of all that. We've talked about the trio of guards that we have. I say it again. I just think our guards are better than their guards, you know? And if that's going to be the case,
we've had some tremendous ball pressure on the ball when they're running their sets, and that's another reason that they've really kind of struggled so far this first half, is the ball pressure.
We are going to be joined here in the halftime broadcast by head coach Sally Bill Vincent. There you go. It's kind of a makeshift press box up here, but we got the angle that we needed. We're right at midcourt. This is what we needed. How is that for you, a first half full of three-pointers? We've been talking about the rebounding that's been happening out there, for sure presence on the rebounding side of that. These guards, man, I can't say enough about them. One of them is yours.
Yeah, just, you know, if you're STM, you're disappointed in all those early layups that you missed.
Right.
Things right at the rim would have really changed the game. Sioux Valley picked up a couple key fouls there. Did Liberty get to 3?
Liberty got to 3.
And
that
then
was
Amars picked up the second,
2
almost
right
the
there,
third. Yeah. You know, kind of what I expected. Ball's moving around for Sioux Valley. Jumped out to a great lead. Easy to do when this many people poured out to support the girls today. Cossack Nation is here in full force, traveled well, and they're into the game. Sioux Valley's in a good spot.
In a good spot right now. We're hoping to finish this off in the next 2 quarters and punch our ticket, just like we did last year. For you're the boys' head coach.
Yep.
We get a fun matchup again tomorrow night. We're going to go up to that Hamlin Education Center and see if we can't win a region final up there.
Yeah, it'll be another exciting atmosphere like tonight's is. 2 good teams will be battling it out in Region 2A basketball. 2 Lake Central Conference teams. We're excited for the opportunity. Both teams have been playing well. Both teams probably not completely satisfied with their opening round game,
right.
So that should always make a good second round game, that's for sure.
It'll be another epic story in the incredible rivalry that you have with the Hamlet Chargers. We're looking forward to it. Like you said, Cossack Crazies made it all the way to Chamberlain tonight. I feel like we're going to do that again on a Friday night. That Hamlin Education Center is going to be full, dude.
Yeah, people will travel well, or maybe those that had to stay back and watch tonight, then we'll show tomorrow and let some of these people rest.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get fan exhaustion when you're along a ride like this, but success breeds success, and it pours into one another, and you see that going on. It got its start up there at the Wrestling State. And Guth Miller with a state championship, and Owen Vanderwood with a third place finish, and now the girls are on a roll, and then the guys will just want to follow along, and do everything that they can to do their part, and then we'll quickly bounce into spring sports.
As we always do. Track and field's right around the corner, my man.
We can't wait. Track and field. There'll be some golf teams out there. There'll be some spring softball,
baseball. Yeah,
things will be up and rolling.
We'll finish off a basketball season first. Just talk about this team, man. We've seen them all year long. They already have 20 wins under their belt. Now trying to advance to that state tournament in Watertown next week. What do you feel like they have to do in these last 2 quarters? In your opinion, as a basketball coach, is it tougher defense? Is it better rebounding? What do you want them to do now to close this up?
Well, they held them to 13 first half points. I'll give them 3 more. Hold them to 16 or less, and we don't need to score again.
Oh, well, there you go.
Just keep guarding. Just keep defending. If they don't score, they can't catch up to us. So keep guarding, do our thing, keep them off the glass and all that. But enjoy the second half. Those of you who didn't make the trip out here, keep supporting. And those of you who are here and go back and watch it later or watch it on the road home, thanks for making it out here.
We'll see you tomorrow night up at the Hamlin Education Center. Thank you, Bill Vincent, joining us in the halftime show here. Brought to us by Health Source Chiropractic. Justin and Luke, man. Pain-free is carefree, Coach Carms.
Yes, it's no fun to ever be in pain, I'll tell you that, for sure. But
Well said. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to make our cleanup a little bit easier here once we get out of here, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Okay, here's a couple updates.
What do you got over there, Coach?
Class B, again, Corsica Stickney leads Wabash Summit 24-20. That's midway through the third quarter. At the end of the first half, Parkston 18, DeSmet 16. So only a 2-point difference there.
That DeSmet team is good, Coach Carms. We saw them in the regular season.
They're
that
solid.
Luther girl is a force to be reckoned with, man. That is a good DeSmet team.
And very early in the game, number 1 Lyman leads McIntosh 5-0. And that's really, really early.
Very
in the game.
early there. Yeah, we are the early game tonight here in Chamberlain.
Yes.
Second half, this doubleheader, it'll be Mobridge Pollock taking on West Central. That's a 7-10 matchup in Class A. This is the 4-13 matchup.
Mm-hmm.
St. Thomas More, a storied program out in the Black Hills. Plenty of state titles under that head coach's repertoire. But just a tough shooting first half. And that's partly credit to the defense that Sioux Valley is playing. They're also missing open looks out there, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers.
They're getting some open looks, but not all the ones that they really want, for sure here. Here's one more update here now in Class A girls basketball. Number 1, Mapia Luta. 13, McCook Central Montrose 2. That's with 3 minutes left in the first.
Yeah, that
quarter.
Mapia Luta team, that's formerly Red Cloud.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They are led by USD commit Ashlyn Carlo Blunt. Can you imagine that girl and Katie Craddock on the same team as Coyotes? Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. That's going to be fun to watch. I say that as a jackrabbit, but wow, is that team going to be loaded here pretty soon. For this game right here, we just talked to Bill Vincent about this, of what we're looking for. Yeah, you just keep defending. You keep playing the defense that you have been. No reason to get those fouls like we just saw in the last 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. You don't have to reach. You just pressure. Don't give them any open looks, and then continue the rebounding that we've already been doing, right?
Yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. I've been, you always want to stay as clean as possible and foul-free as possible in most cases. But we won the first half here now. Let's see if we can pull out the second half and come away with a state tournament-bound victory.
It'd be fun.
Indeed.
Halftime show brought to us by Health Source Chiropractic. Thank you, Justin and Luke. This third quarter is going to be brought to us by one of your favorites, Coach Carms, Advantage Land Company.
Oh, yes.
A real estate and auction business in downtown Brookings.
expose your dirt, your dust. If you got some sand, you maybe got a beach someplace along. All that stuff works. It all works.
All of it. If you and your family has any real estate and auction needs, contact Jackson and Megan at 692-2525 here, Bowie.
And we have started.
Advantage Land Company bringing us our third quarter of this first possession.